I am Blair Kerkhoff here with Jesse Newell, and it's just a few minutes after I had to get out of the way on press row to make room for Buddy Hield and some of his Oklahoma teammates to cross press row into the stands, only to find out moments later that Buddy's last-second three-pointer from beyond midcourt didn't count. West Virginia beats Oklahoma in the second game of the Big 12 tournament semifinals. Quite a game for the Mountaineers and the Sooners, but that means West Virginia takes on Kansas in the Big 12 championship game Saturday at 5 o'clock. The Jayhawks defeated Baylor 70-66 in the opener, and Jesse, it looked like Kansas had this thing kind of wrapped up with a few minutes to go, and I look up, and there are some starters back in the game for Kansas. What happened?
Yeah, Bill Self was trying his best to get those starters out, maybe limit their minutes a little bit, but it was really tough going down the stretch with some of the bench players in there trying to wrap up that lead. But Kansas gets the job done 70-66, gets to the championship game, as we heard from Bill Self earlier this week. Once you get to the title game, you got to win it. So they're going to go all out to try to wrap up this Big 12 championship. Haven't won one since 2013.
That's right. We're in the finals last year and lost to Iowa State, lost in the semifinals to the Cyclones the year before that. You know, he had to bring Mason and Graham back in the game at the end when the reserves were not getting the job done protecting the lead. But are we past the idea that they've got to limit the minutes of these guards? Bill Self keeps saying that both that Graham and Mason could go 40 minutes if they have to. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Bill Self's at that point now. He just can't help himself. He's a guy that hates losing, and when you get out there in a competitive setting, you see Baylor across from you, you're still playing a team, you're still playing Scott Drew, you're still playing guys out there that want to win. And, yeah, I think Bill Self's moved past that point. I think they're going to go all out to win this thing now. And, I mean, that is a little bit of a reservation, I think. Devonte Graham goes 34 minutes in the opener, goes 38 minutes in the second game. He's going to go 30-plus tomorrow. You can bank on that against West Virginia and their press. But at this point, you go to win a championship now, and you just hope that doesn't affect KU down the line, especially next week, and trying to get out of that first weekend, which is they've stubbed their toe the last 2 years.
They split during the regular season, each team winning at home. Follow the coverage of the Big 12 tournament in the print editions of the Kansas City Star and online at kansascity.com.